Shamath Palihapitiya, founder and CEO of Social Circle and former Facebook executive, warns about the unintended consequences of social media during his view on the Top Talk held at the Stanford Graduate School of Business in 2017. I want to bring us back to the point that you were making about
exploiting consumer behavior in a consumer internet business. You said that this is a time for soul searching in social media businesses, and you were part of building the largest one. What soul searching are you doing right now on that?
I feel tremendous guilt. It literally is a point now where I think we have created tools that are ripping apart the social fabric of how society works. That is truly where we are. And I would encourage all of you, as the future leaders of the world, to really internalize how important this is. The short-term dopamine-driven feedback loops that we have created are destroying how society works. No civil discourse, no cooperation, misinformation, mistruth. And it's not an American problem. This is not about Russian ads. This is a global problem. You know, bad actors can now manipulate large swaths of people to do anything you want. Your behaviors, you don't realize it, but you are being programmed. It was unintentional, but now you got to decide how much you're willing to give up, how much of your intellectual independence. And don't think, oh yeah, not me, I'm fucking genius, I'm at Stanford. You're probably the most likely to fucking fall for it. Because you were fucking checkboxing your whole goddamn life. No offense, guys.
None taken.
How often do you lay awake at night, scrolling without a care? Does it matter that this has become so commonplace? Don't you miss sleeping? I know I do. We progressively offload our thinking to the little black boxes that have attached themselves to our hips. Symbiosis. Eating your personal information at every opportunity and signaling your attention with the sound of a bell like one of Pavlov's dogs. The news. Blatant fear-mongering as usual, doing their best to direct the populace towards ascertaining specified goals, usually voting a particular way. How much did you hate the opposite of whatever political wing you support? How much do you know about policies? Do you know any? Should you care that you barrack for a team in a sport that you have no idea how to play? Fun fact, did you know that one man, Rupert Murdoch, owns roughly 70% of all Australian, UK and American news media? Did you know he appeared in Jeffrey Epstein's little black book? Isn't that terrifying? Doesn't that worry you?
We should approach climate change with great skepticism. Climate change has been going on as long as the planet is here, and there'll always be a little bit of it. At the moment, the North Pole is melting a bit, but the South Pole is getting bigger. Things are happening, but how much are we doing with emissions and so on? Well, as far as Australia goes, nothing in the overall picture. China does, but if you're talking about environment and health and smoke and so on, of course, we're all environmentalists. We all want clean air. But in terms of the world's temperature going up, the worst aspect, the most alarmist things have said maybe 3%, 3 degrees centigrade in 100 years.
Really proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about the troubling trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first. Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.